Let's talk some Godzilla minus one. Now, I don't even know what you call this monster verse, this whatever universe this is. I know this is its own thing. Godzilla minus one. I finally got around to watching it. I didn't get a chance to go to theaters. It's hard to go to theaters when you have a toddler, and you can't really go watch Godzilla minus one. I mean, after watching it, you probably could, but boy, oh boy, did this movie have some hype around it, and well deserved, dude. I gotta say, bravo. I am not your biggest Godzilla, King Kong, whatever fan. I have buddies that love that stuff, eat it up all day, get excited. I mean, I got a buddy who loves Fast and the Furious. Can you believe that? He still gets hyped. He comes to our Super Bowl parties to watch the new Fast and the Furious trailers. He's crazy, man. I got friends like that. I got friends with just poor movie taste, man. And let me tell you, dude, this one's well deserved, dude. I mean, I'll watch Godzilla. You know why? I enjoy it. Sure, it's a good popcorn flick. But I feel like this is the first Godzilla monster flick that I sat down and I was truly entertained, and I didn't have this feeling of, oh my God, these human characters are obnoxious. What is the story? What is the point of this? What the hell is going on? There was a beginning, there was a middle, there was an end. There was a human story that had a beginning, a middle, an end, a climax. It had everything. I'm not going to act like I can say their names, but the lead actor, the dude who saves the day, the kamikaze pilot who bails at first, and yes, this is going to be spoilers, who's scared, who's not clutch, who gets his men killed. He has a redemption arc, a solid, a good, a well acted, a well written redemption arc. We got it, dude. I'm telling you. If you just step away from Hollywood, these movies are out here. This is why I love India cinema, because it just reminds me that there are people out there, there are people out there doing things, creative things that are making good entertainment that we should be giving our money to. When this movie comes out, and I did a little research, I think it's coming out in November, because I guess Godzilla's birthday is like November 7th. I am buying this shit on Blu-ray. I think it's out on DVD or Blu-ray right now. Maybe not available in the States because it's out there, but there's no like subtitles for English, and it's just I did a whole thing because I wanted to buy this movie because it had everything, the action, the special effects. For the most part, I thought Godzilla looked a little janky out of the water, but when he was in the water doing his thing, doing his little heat blast, whatever fire blast thing you want to call that shit, the atomic whatever move that blows shit up when he blew up that battleship, my God, dude. Just I don't even know what kind of budget this had. I probably should have looked that up when I was decided to make this video and review this movie. But oh man, I'm assuming that I gotta look it up. Anyways, how's everybody's doing? How's everybody doing? I'm gonna try to talk, type. Sorry for my loud keyboard. I can't multitask. I'm a shitty typer. So Godzilla minus one budget. South of 150. Let's see. South of 150. South of 150. The budget for Godzilla minus one is reported to be between 10 to 15 million, which is a small fraction of the budgets of Hollywood competitors. You don't say. 10 to 15 fucking million? $10 to $15 million is the budget for this fucking masterpiece. What is it rated on? What are people saying about it? What kind of tomato rating did this shit get? 98% by the critics. 98 across the board. 98 across the board. I'm going to call it a masterpiece. Outside of some few janky, maybe puppet movements of Godzilla and land, which I still appreciate because I think it looked like there were a few practical effects. Was Godzilla at some points practical? I should have done more research looking in this movie because at times I feel like he was. But I'm blown away. $10 to $15 million budget for this beautiful, beautiful movie. It just goes to show. I mean, you see, I loved War of the Planet or Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I'm a huge Planet of the Apes guy. I loved it. I know I didn't review it, but here's my mini review. I fucking loved it. But you hear about it's like budget of like 200 million or whatever, and then to oh my gosh, to show it off, trailers, pay companies to show their trailer and shit. What is the word I'm missing? Anyways, another 200 million. So now they got to break 400 million to break even. To break even, they got to make 400 million. Now, let's be honest. I did enjoy Godzilla minus one, but I still enjoyed Planet of the Apes. But to see what was accomplished in Godzilla compared to that, it's just mind-blowing. I mean, Planet of the Apes was a beautiful movie. They're always beautiful. That's what they're known for. They're amazing, amazing looking movies. But 10 to 15 million. Godzilla -1. What are you doing? You're breaking the wheel. I've been on a Game of Thrones kick. I want to rewatch it, dude, but I just can't because of season 8. I just can't do it. Breaking the wheel, breaking the mold, and you gotta love to see it because it just goes to show you don't need all this money thrown into a project. I mean, the Acolyte has $180 million budget for an 8-episode series that apparently just sucks and looks like trash, just like every other Disney Star Wars that comes out. This had what, 5? I don't know, math, 5% of that budget? And it just blew people away. This was unanimously loved. And I mean, most of the time, you know, there's a lot of movies out there that people dig that I just don't find myself really enjoying. But I mean, this one was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful movie. The acting was amazing. The special effects. I think the practical effects. I'm going to go roll with there were some practical effects in this shit. And the ending, man. The what ifs. Are we getting a second one? What's going on with the main dude's girl? Huh? What's going on with that? What's that little mark on her neck? What is that? What is Godzilla's bubbling up under the ocean for? What was all that about? And I'm sure if you're a Godzilla lore king or you're a master to that shit, you into this stuff, you know. I'm sure you know. But gosh, you know, one thing that really hinders these movies, you can even say Planet of the Apes sometimes, and that might be a scare for this whole new trilogy that they're doing, is the humans. The humans are always kind of like, dude, we don't give a shit. It's like playing Assassin's Creed. You know, I don't give a shit what's going on outside the Animus. I want to be in the world. Stop taking me out of it. And it feels like when we go follow these humans like Millie Bobby Brown's character and shit, it's just like, nobody cares. This isn't convincing. It's not interesting. I want to see shit blow up. I want to see Godzilla fuck some shit up. I want to see King Kong 3-piece in a soda his ass. That's what I want to watch when I'm watching these. But I didn't need that in this movie. Of course, I got it. I got some amazing shots of Godzilla in action, but I also got a compelling human storyline that drove the story forward. And Godzilla was treated as a fucking huge giant dinosaur lizard, excuse me, my throat, destroying shit, crushing shit. He didn't have some supernatural extraterrestrial plan or agenda. He was just being Godzilla. He was being the thing, I'm assuming, because I don't know the originals, he was being the thing people fell in love with, which is Godzilla. He fucks shit up. And I'm sure there's more to it. I'm sure I could get into that and find some and really be intrigued by it. But I haven't wanted that. And I don't think a lot of people have. It's like Terminator. People just want to go back to OG Terminator and see an Arnold Schwarzenegger Terminator coming into the world and fucking shit up. And I'm speaking on things I don't know about. But, dude, yes. Godzilla -1. If you've been living under a rock like me or you just didn't go out to theaters to catch it, I think it's streaming on Netflix. Go watch it. Well worth it. You need to buy it when it comes out, or it's available on Blu-ray or 4K when it comes out in the States. Definitely recommend, man. A hell of a good time. One of the, probably, if not the best movie I've seen. I don't even know. When did this come out? This came out in 2023. I mean, I'd have to look. Excuse me. I have to look back. But fuck, man, that was good. That was a damn good movie. If you like this video, please leave a like down below. Comment. Let me know your thoughts on Godzilla -1. And if you're interested in future content, please subscribe. Deuces.